Hi tech lovers, welcome back to Fast Cabling. Have you ever had to install security cameras and access control at a location where there's simply no power? Today we're tackling exactly that challenge. We've got a client with a circular driveway and they need 3 security cameras plus an access control system. The problem is, the location is over 100 meters and there's no electricity out there. No power means no fiber optic cable, and standard Ethernet only goes 100 meters. So how do we make this work? Stick around, because today we're building a power over Ethernet system that reaches over 100 meters, powers multiple devices. So let's get into it. So here's the layout we are working with. We have the main house. This is where the control room is with all the networking gear is. The first camera needs to go right here at the first turnaround, and this is 120 meters away from the main house. Then we have the gates. At the gates, we need 2 cameras and an access control system to manage who comes in and out. And this is 180 meters away. Now, here's where things get interesting. There's no power out there. Not at the turnaround, not at the gates. We could run AC power out there, but that means trenching, expensive, and time-consuming. So instead, we're going to use PoE. And for those who aren't familiar, PoE is brilliant technology that sends both electrical power and network data through a single Ethernet cable. You only need 1 cable, which means less cabling, simpler installation, but here's the catch. Standard PoE has limits. Under the IEEE specification, Ethernet is only guaranteed to work up to 100 meters. Beyond that, the signal degrades and power drops off. Our first camera is at 120 meters, already past that limits, and the gates is at 180 meters. So we need some clever solution to break through that barrier. So let's start with the first camera at 120 meters. We're using our 16-port long-range WebSmart PoE switch. Now this switch is special because port 9 to 16 are the long-range port with special long-range chipsets. Now here's the trade-off. To reach up to 250 meters, these long-range ports have to drop the speed down to 10 megabit per second. That sounds low, right? I mean, we're used to gigabit speed these days, but here's the thing. An IP camera streaming 1080p video only needs about 4 to 6 megabit per second. Even at 4K, you're looking at maybe 15 to 20 megabits. So dropping to 10 megabit per second is completely fine for security cameras. So it's a worthy sacrifice. All you need to do is use your laptop, log on to the web interface of the long-range PoE switch, select the port you use, and then drop it to 10 megabit per second. I already set for port 11, so let me plug in the Ethernet cable here. And it's already connected to our camera. Just give it a minute. The camera will get both power and data. Let's see. Alright, it works perfectly, and we didn't need to run any extra cable or any intermediate devices. So the first camera, solved. But what about the gates? We still have 2 more cameras and an access control system 180 meters away with no power at all. So this is where things get really clever. To get power all the way to the gates, we need to use a combination of technologies. First, we're using the PoE++ standard, also known as IEEE 802.3 BT. This is the latest and the most powerful PoE standard. While standard PoE delivers about 15 watts and PoE Plus delivers 30 watts, PoE++ can deliver up to 60 to 90 watts of power. And how does it deliver so much more power? PoE++ uses all 4 twisted pair in the Ethernet cable instead of just 2. This means more efficient power transmission and less power loss over longer distances. Our 16-port switch also have PoE++ port, which means it can send a massive amounts of power down the single Ethernet cable. But remember, we are going 180 meters well past the standard limits, so we need to add a PoE extender. Now let's do the setup together. So let's connect our 100 meters Ethernet cable to one of the PoE++ port. And today we are using this high-power 2-port waterproof PoE extender. This thing is built for outdoor use. It has an IP67 waterproof rating and an IK10 vandal-proof rating. It can operate in temperatures from -40 degrees all the way up to 75 degrees. So rain, snow, extreme heat, this thing can handle it. You can even bury it under the ground. And what this extender does is simple but powerful. It takes the incoming PoE signal, let me plug it into the PoE input port, clean it up, and repeats it for another 100 meters. And this is industrial graded, so it's more stable when we use it in outdoor environment. It also has one more PoE port for spare. Now I plugged in the 80 meters Ethernet cable. Now, when the power arrives at the gates, we need to distribute it to all our devices. That's where our outdoor PoE pass-through switch comes in. This is a PoE-powered switch, so it doesn't need its own power supply. It takes the power coming in through the Ethernet cable and share it across the output board. But keep in mind, only port number 8 is the PoE input port. After I plug it in, the indicated light is on. So the PoE++ port sends out a lot of power, but over 180 meters of cable, you lost some power due to resistance in the wire. So by the time the power reaches the gates minus the cable loss, maybe we get about 45 watts available. Now 45 watts may not sound like a lot, but security camera typically only need about 5 to 10 watts each. So 45 watts is actually plenty for what we need. So let me plug in the Ethernet cable that connects to the camera. So let's give it a minute. Now we are getting the power and the data for our security cameras at the gates. We're good to go. But what about the access control? The access control doesn't run on PoE. It uses a standard 12-volt DC power plug. So how do we power it? We use a PoE splitter here. Now this is a PoE splitter, outdoor waterproof rated. What this does is take the PoE coming in and separates the data from the power. Then it converts the power down to the clean 12-volt DC output. Today we are showing you this is the power input. We are going to use an Ethernet cable to connect it to our PoE pass-through switch, so we can get the PoE to the splitter. Then the splitter will split the data and the DC 12-volt plug to our access control. So the whole setup is completed. Let's go back to our big screen monitor so I can show you all the cameras alive. So let's recap the complete setup. At the control room, we have our 16-port long-range PoE switch. The long-range port goes to the first camera at 120 meters. Simple and clean. PoE++ port go to the gates. First to our PoE pass-through switch, which distributed to the 2 cameras and the PoE splitter. The splitter converts the power to 12-volt DC for the access control system. Everything works all from one cable run. So there's no trenching for AC power and no complex wiring. So So this is the beauty of modern PoE technology. With the right equipment, you can build a complete security and access control system anywhere, even when there's no power. Now, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more real-world networking solutions. And if you get a challenge installation of your own, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. We might feature it in a future video. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you in our next video.